Hello and welcome to Eco. So, I have decided to do, however long a series this ends up being on the game Eco. It's had several updates lately. Most of them have been patching out bugs, but there have been a few additional features and such. I played this on stream a while back, but we're gonna start a new world. So we're gonna go host a new world, and so this has several different possible settings. There is no collaboration, which is what we will be using. Low, medium, high, and of course the ability to make a custom setting. So basically, this game is intended to be highly cooperative. This is got systems in place and such so that you can go and have disparate groups of people that you have never met before manage to work together to save the planet from a meteor. So I'm going to call this series, as you've probably already seen, Man versus Meteor. I'm going to do this myself. We are not going to allow friends to join. We are going to say Man versus Meteor? Meteor, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's right there. Man versus Meteor. Alright. So, as you can see, it's got a bunch of default settings. I'm going to leave these alone. For the moment, at least. I'm a little concerned about the skill gain multiplier, but theoretically, this is set up. Now, this does mean that there are going to be several systems of the game that we are not going to see. Basically, all of the stuff that is intended for multiple players to basically cooperate without having to even chat at each other. There's things like stores where you can set up. I need to buy, I need to buy this. I'm selling these things. You can. There's a government system. There's a currency system. We're not going to be able to see any of that in this playthrough because I'm by myself. I might touch on, I might show you at some point the shops, because I can do that without anybody having to use it. But that's really about it. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let me just kind of see growth rate, storage range. Yeah, this all looks fine. All right, let's start. All right. So I don't know how long this is going to take. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause until the world loads in. I will see you all in a moment. All right, so the game has loaded into the character creation menu. Let's go ahead and start this out. I am the palest of pale because, Irish heritage and all that. Let's just kind of, yeah, let's get this angle here. Okay, so we've got several different possibilities here. Do we want that? Maybe that. We're not going bald. Nope, nope. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that one. That hairstyle looks all right. A little darker hair. Little darker hair. Yeah, there we go. A little like that, little like that. There we go. Kind of a dark burgundy, like kind of a brown with a little bit of red in it. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. Eye color looks fine. Brown is fine with me. Facial hair. Do we want facial hair? Mm, I don't like these facial hair options. I really kind of wish there was a goatee. That's how I'd prefer, but alright. Let's go ahead. We're gonna change the color of our backpack to something a bit more reasonable. Backpacks are usually brown or black in color. We'll go with a nice faded brown. Shirts. I kind of want to go. I want to go in the light blue range. And then the belt, of course. We're also going to go into the browns for. There we go. There we go. We'll get it kind of close to the backpack color. Pants are almost a good color, but let's go a little darker. Let's go a little bit darker with that. There we go. There's a nice blue jean color, yeah? Alright. Let's get... Do I want... What kind of boots do I want? I like those boots. I like those. Let's just change the color. Yeah, we'll just go with black boots. Looks good to me. Hat. Do I need a hat? No, I don't need a hat. Alright, so let's do this. And unfortunately, you can't just make the, you know, make the avatar, like, save on your system and reuse it. You have to go through and do this every time. One of my largest complaints on, this particular, games at the moment. So, alright, let's go ahead and save. And here we are. Hey, look at all this. We are here. I am getting the little disconnect icon. I am not certain why. I'm guessing something is still loading in. Let me look at this a moment. Okay, food and housing, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so it didn't do the tutorial. I guess because I skipped it before? Or it's because of this. I'm not sure. Let's see, can I interact? I can interact, so it's probably fine. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll just grab a couple of things before we pop open our map. I guess that's just because I'm not online. So we want a place that is going to be relatively close to a decent number of biomes. There's a jungle there. The funny thing is, where we have started here isn't necessarily bad. Because we want to be kind of near the desert. We want to be near woods. We want to be near water. This is the jungle here as well. This isn't too bad. The real question is, where specifically do I want to settle down? I kind of want to go here. This is where I'm kind of thinking, although maybe up along the river. Let's head over that way. Belgium is now a member of admins. Okay. Yeah, let's kind of go this way a little. Just to kind of see. So what does this think? 42 minutes, huh, at current rate. We will get to that in a moment. So one of the important things is, about this game is food and housing. Because that is going to determine how well we get new skills. Not just get new skills, but also how we end up leveling the skills we have. So let's see here. I feel like maybe over here. Is this the? Kind of want to see where this river looks like. All right, it is not flowing, so it will not necessarily be useful for that purpose. So let's take a look at our map again. I think the nice big flat area over here, because we want a nice big flat area to work with. So we will head over here. I'm grabbing a lot of beans because they're important early on. Oh, hey, the little not connected icon went away. So, yeah, this is kind of the area here. This is a lot smaller than it looks like on the map. Which means most of these areas are going to be fairly small. There is that over there. Now, you know what? I think here's fine. Here's fine. Let's settle down in this general area here. Let's just kind of pick up most of this food. Because we're going to be kind of devastating this area. Since we need housing. Alright. Grab you. Okay, so this will be our nice little home area. We will, of course, be digging some of this stuff up. Wow, look at all of this. Okay, see, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but it is doing that. So, all right, let's get ourselves set up here. So we have our little starter camp. This is very important. Oh, Wolfie. All right. This is very important because it has our tools and stuff in it. Wow, this might be a little high up. That's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It might cause us problems later and such, but whatever. We'll be fine. Alright, that looks good, right? Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's put you right there. Yeah, I am now a resident of Valgav's Landing. So it assigns a random name whenever the claims happen, but that's okay. Alright, so let's get in here. We go to storage. We are going to need... Well, let's show this system. This is one of the ones that we only kind of need to use, but we do need to use it. Let's go ahead and dump some of that in there. We need some of these. Dump some of that in there. We could use that. We'll need that eventually. Let's go ahead and put that there. Okay. So this is the claim system. You get these claim markers, or these claim every time you unlock a skill, which is not the same as specializing in it. Should be noted. And these allow you to claim land. It basically offers player protection, and it also lets it recognize that this is like your home, something of that nature. Let's go ahead and just kind of claim out a bit here with what we have. This will be important because of the fact that housing, as I stated, is a necessary thing as far as skill growth goes. So we've got that. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need some wood. We're going to need some stone. Fortunately, we have a little bit of stone right here. That isn't going to be too hard to grab. There we go. We'll grab a... Ooh, that kind of jinked around a little bit. Here we go. Alright. Pop you in there. Let's come over here real quick. Cut down one of these trees. Because we need some wood. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, I forgot just how bad it is with this little stone axe and no skill. Oh boy. Alright, now, you see all this little debris that happened here? This will cause pollution of a nature. So it's important to clean them up. There are, in fact, plenty of servers out there that fine you for creation of it and give you money to pick it up. You know, usually in a capacity where if you clean everything up, you will make small amounts of money. So, kind of a thing. Of course, that is part of the government system, which we're not really going to be getting into. Alright, so we've hit the point where we are too low on calories. To continue to work. So we need to eat something. Nom. There we go. Look at that. There we go. I have just done that. We need some you to go with. Fat. Do I have... not much. Alright. So, as you can see, here's our little nutrition thing. The balanced diet thing, we do not have a balanced diet now. Now, we started out with a balanced diet, but it's not balanced, and that's taking away from our actual bonus here. But our bonus is also high enough that we're probably fine. So, we need to use our little crafting feature here, and we need these three things. We need a workbench, kind of important. We need a campfire, kind of important. And we need a tool bench, kind of important. There we go. So as the three things build, they will end up in an empty slot somewhere, like that. We then, now fortunately, these three items do not require any sort of housing. These can all three go outdoors. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like right there, right next to our little stockpile, which is this thing. So there are items that can go in anywhere, like, all of this stuff. This kind of counts as a storage chest. And then there are items that have to go into the stockpiles. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to pop you there. I think you... Oh, you just... Alright, so we can use the hammer to pick this back up. I do not have that particular area claimed. And there is a little bit of an issue with things like not recognizing stuff off of claims. That might be one of the bugs that has been patched out, but I'm not certain. Oh, that was just that. Where is that meteor, by the way? That's a moon. Might not be in the sky at the moment, but you can periodically find the meteor in the sky, and it'll tell you how long you have left until it impacts. And for most servers, this is a real-time game. Now, when you're playing alone like this, and also enabled on a small number of servers, is the ability to, like, sleep and pass time. So, that's a thing. Alright, let's get these guys. Put those in. There we go. We have some burnable fuel. Now we can craft things. Now, this is the moment where I open up my skills menu, hitting Z. Now, most skills have a use. There are some that are not going to be terribly useful as a solo player. But as there are more and more people involved, a bunch of these skills become necessary. Like, for example, farming and fertilizers. I could get by with just gathering because I am just me. But if I were on a server and I was trying to have enough food for everybody on the server, I would need farming and fertilizers. So, things like that. As it is, my first skill is going to be campfire cooking, because cooking is a lot easier to get stars with starting out than housing. Now, housing is important. We're going to get to it, but not just this moment. So, we have got that. Alright, so, as you can see, I've got access to all of these things through this. This allows you to, do all this fun stuff. So, campfire cooking. Let's see. We need more fat in our diet. I don't have any sausage, unfortunately. I don't have the skill to make the sausage. All of the skills kind of interconnect a little bit. Jungle campfire salad, no. Render fat, I don't have any of that. Root, no, don't have any of that. Top porridge, ooh, I might be able to do the porridge thing. Boiled grains. Alright, let's make some boiled grains. I don't have any. Oh, it's because it's rice and wheat. I saw rice. I remember seeing rice. Let's go grab a little bit of rice. And we'll take care of that tree stump eventually. I need to have some additional calories in order to do so. That is not rice. That is ferns. That's huckleberries. Different foods spawn in different areas, which is why it's kind of important to have, the different biomes nearby. Rice tends to be like in plains, but near the forests, and I'm just not seeing any. I remember there was some when I first loaded the game up. Because, like, as you can see, there's a little bit of overflow. Like, we're in the forest now, but these beans are still here. stuff like that. There's just kind of this little bit of bleed over. Because the biomes are not as sharp as they appear. It's kind of there's a very complicated environmental system in this game. And on a big enough server, it is entirely possible to ruin the world while you're attempting to save it. As a single player, I would have to be trying in order to manage that. Here's some rice. A little bit of rice. All right, that. All right, got a couple more here. There we go. All right, let's get that going. So the reason why I took the campfire cooking, there were, of course, some items that I would have been able to make, no problem. However, it is a little bit better to get higher tier items. And getting the campfire cooking is higher tier. So boiled grains, for example, I could just kind of, eat those, but doing it as the topped porridge ends up being bigger, better, badder. Now, fortunately, even the stuff that wasn't requiring the campfire cooking to do, like all of this charge stuff, is still going to give me experience for the campfire cooking. They kind of help you out a little bit along the way here. So fruit. Huckleberries. I saw huckleberries. There are some over here. In fact, you know what? Because there is a variety bonus. So I am going to end up eating one of these boiled grains. Alright, so there's also your flavor. My character here does not like boiled grains, and it is randomized. So just kind of an important note, randomization on this is a thing. Now, as we gain stars, it is going to become more difficult to gain new stars. Which is kind of why I have to be a little careful with what order I take things in. Now, I need most of the skills. This is also why on a no collaboration setting, it gives you the skill bonus. Because otherwise, you would never be able to do it. Most servers you go on, you're probably going to get maybe 7 skills total. Depending obviously on exactly what you're doing, but yeah, it's not great. We'll put it that way. Alright, so everything is full. Put that in my thing there. We'll go you there. We're probably gonna have some issues here. Here's my topped porridge. Topped porridge. There we go. Alright. So we're now cooking our topped porridge. As you can see, I'm at times 89.1. Now this bonus not only goes towards the star, but it is also applied to the experience I earn while using a skill. As you can see, I'm at level 1 campfire cooking. All of the skills top off at level 7. And as you go, you tend to unlock more things and get a bonus in the form of it being easier. Hang on, let me collect that. There we go. A bonus in the form of the amount of calories you use to do work in that category going down. So it basically ends up becoming easier. Alright, nom, we haven't eaten that before. It looks like that was probably just an okay. Yeah, you find this food tastes okay. So it's not bad, it's just not exactly good either. Alright, we need more fat in our diet. We definitively need more fat in our diet. Alright, let's collect that. Go ahead and let it do its thing. Alright, so that means we kind of need to find some food that is going to give us fat. We don't have any hunting anything yet. Alright, so we don't have anything with the fat tag, which is oil and tallow. We don't have any of that. I think I can do charred beets. That gives me some. Charred beans gives me some and some protein. I feel like the charred beans is going to do the better option here. Let's do that. This is a lower tier food, but that's okay. Alright. So we got that. You can see our stars are still rising because we are so low on different types of food, but our balanced diet bonus is negative. If we were at this rate with like an actual balanced diet, we'd be doing way better. So how are we doing here? 10 minutes, it says, to get our next star. Now, that's not great, obviously. Collect that. We're going to wait for our beans. Hopefully that'll help straighten our diet out a little bit. Oh, collect that. Alright. Never tried this food before. Alright, so it didn't give me any statement, so it's probably okay. And as you can see, tastiness bonus is a thing as well, because we have eaten a food that we don't like. We've eaten, we've eaten some food we don't like. We haven't eaten anything that's more than okay, so we're at a negative on that right now. But as you can see, our balanced diet bonus is getting better as I eat some stuff with a little bit of fat in it. And, of course, we're down to like 8 minutes 44, and it hasn't been that long. Alright, so let's get a little bit more of that. How is our bonus? Yeah, our bonus is doing a little better. Still not great because it is a challenge early game to get enough fat in your diet. It is a challenge in the like late mid game to not have too much fat in your diet. So, they kind of thought this out a little bit. And of course, better foods are better for you. You get kind of multipliers and stuff, as you go. So what's going on here? Why do I still have 2 boiled grain things? I thought that I did all of the top porridge. Okay. 0.5. Okay, I guess that was not quite right. Collect that. Go ahead and do that, though. Alright. So, that is basically going to end up wrapping up our first episode. I mean, it's hard to believe it's been a half hour already, and all I've done is set up camp and make a little bit of food. But that is kind of how this game goes. Everything takes longer than you think, and time is your most precious resource. That's kind of how the game is set up. But it's not too bad a start. We're keeping ourselves fed. We have settled down in a little location. I haven't even looked at the tool benches here yet, really. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Collect that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, finish cooking up some food in between episodes, and we will come back, hopefully have a new star, which we should very, very soon. And we will start work on, hopefully, a house. That's my hope. But that is going to do it for our first episode of Eco Man vs. Meteor. So, until next time, have a good one.